Дорогие студенты, мы потихонечку собираемся, да, пока мы ждем остальных, мы немного знакомимся, да, вот я вижу, что Татьяна присоединилась. So you've already watched the film and you've read a book, Tatiana, right? So you know
Yes,
what,
yes,
okay, and
absolutely. But it was long ago. I don't remember details. So I would be happy to maybe to refresh my memory.
yeah, okay, yeah, we'll continue with that a little bit late. And Stanislav, what about you? Have you read the book or watched the film or not
Uh,
yet?
I watched the film, but I didn't read the book, and I think it will be very interesting, especially in details.
Yes, okay. So, and today we have like an open class, the first workshop online, and I will show you the details. Just give me 1 second. I will share the screen and show you the. Today we'll speak a little bit about the first week. Yes, so it will be the presentation for the first week. And first of all, we'll discuss some questions from this part. So can you see the questions here?
Right.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, so maybe Stanislav, will you please speak the first question and I will read it for you, okay? Do you prefer working with men or women? And do you prefer to have a female or male boss? Or is it important?
I think it's not important, but I used to work with men mostly, and one of my director was women. But it was very interesting. He was very impressive, very emotional, and it was very interesting. And we didn't have any problems with work, and altogether we had very good results.
Okay, so I think it doesn't matter then.
Yes, for me it doesn't matter. Yes.
Okay, Tatiana, what about you?
It doesn't matter for me either. I think it's absolutely the same to whom to work, men or women. I think you should analyze the personality, not actually the gender. Because there are stupid men and there are stupid women and there are wise men and there are wise women, and it's sometimes it's very easy to work with men and difficult to work with women and vice versa. As far as it is concerned, whom I prefer to work with, a female or a male both, I think I would prefer a male boss, frankly speaking. Yes, because females are very emotional, and sometimes their reaction is not adequate. Males are more reserved and logical. Yes, it of course it's different. Yes, but most males are reserved and logical, and it's very easy to negotiate some terms with them. But in general, I don't think we should consider gender while choosing whether to work with a man or a woman.
Yes, of course, I agree completely, but still, men are less emotional and more logical, so sometimes
Absolutely, right.
Uh, maybe we'll skip question number 2 and discuss question number 3, for example. Yes, so should a man hold the door for a woman because she's a woman? Okay, can you share your opinion? Because, you know, it's different in different countries. And why might this practice annoy some people, and does it annoy you in some ways? Okay, so who would like to start? Who is ready?
Mislav should know better.
It's strange things because I didn't have many times. I haven't been many times in bar and nightclubs, but I think it's strange a little bit. because usually every man pay for himself, and it's very it's okay. And if you can pay for the other the women, for the friends, it's not very often, in my opinion, in my practice.
Okay, yeah. We can discuss question number 2 as well, if you want. Yeah. Okay. So, Tatiana, what do you think about
Ladies' night, I adore ladies' nights, frankly speaking. And with my friends, we organize ladies' nights very often because it's absolutely great to gossip, to discuss your friends and acquaintances. Yeah, yes, and without men, because if there are men, it's a bit different. Yes, but here you can relax, you can just express what you think, your opinion, and actually, I'm absolutely delighted to have ladies' nights.
Okay, yes, thank you. Let's speak about maybe feminism a little bit. So how do you understand this term? And so what is your impression of feminism, if you have some?
Feminism, I think it's mostly about equal rights for the men and women, and sometimes it's very strange because women could react not as usual. For example, if you open the door before the women, and she could see on that very unusual. It's like offensive, maybe.
Okay, yeah, about holding the door, I think it's absolutely okay in Russia, but in some other European or countries, yes, so it can be kind of offensive even like this, yes, for an American.
Yeah.
But
Like
it's-
American, yes.
I like when a man holds the door. I think it's okay.
I think it's okay too.
So, Tatiana,
No.
what do you think?
Yes, I think feminism is a long story. Actually, it started with Rosa Luxemburg and this second girl, the second woman, Clara Zetkin. Yes, Clara Zetkin. And actually, as far as I could read about feminism, it's not about holding a door for a woman or helping her with her coats or something like that. It's about equal rights. Vote rights and equal salaries for one and the same work, and the right for having equal working hours, and having a chance for women to build her career, and equal partnership with men. It's all about this, but not about. Sometimes, yes, so-called feminists they actually pervert this term, this word, because they actually introduce false values into the society about feminism. Because they say, okay, holding a door for a woman is wrong, or just helping her with a coat is wrong, and they don't take care of themselves. They wear very strange clothes, and they look weird because they don't take care of themselves. But actually, feminism is not about this.
Yes, of course. So feminism is a big topic to discuss, and
Yes, absolutely right.
yeah, so yes, thank you for your ideas about this concept of feminism. It's very interesting. That's a big topic to discuss.
Yes,
Yes,
it is. Yeah.
we can discuss it for hours. So maybe we'll continue with some other ideas from from this book, from this lesson. Yeah, so we are not going to read about the author. If you want, you can read it by yourself. We can send you.
Uh-huh.
And yeah, so there are some main characters from the first part, and also there is one. Yeah, today I would like to speak about her closest friends, Bridget's closest friends. As far as you remember from the movie or from the book, she has these three characters, yes? And I think, by the way, this line with friendship is also very important in the movie, yes? And maybe we'll speak a little bit about each character there, yes? So, well, the first one will be Tom. So Tatiana, maybe we'll read just shortly about him. There is some vocabulary, by the way. Yes, and
Okay.
describe them as a personality and their connection, his connection to Bridget, okay?
Shall I read it?
Yes, can you please read just shortly?
Yes, okay. Uh-huh. Okay, Tom is a gay man whom Bridget frequently calls with various quandaries. He's supportive of Bridget and self-depreciatingly calls himself a hag fag, a reversal of the slang fag hag. Although he is a reliable friend, he questions some of her motivations and believes that she looked better before finally reaching her goal weight of 119 pounds.
Yes, okay. So what is your impression of these friends? So what do you remember about him, and do you have such?
I don't remember anything about her friends, but now from this text, I remember that he is very friendly, he is a very easygoing person, he has his own private life, and he has got some maybe goals, and he is a very caring and loving person. As he takes care of Bridget and even helps her to reach her goal.
Yes, he's very supportive,
Yes, very supportive, yes.
thoughtful. Okay, so what qualities are important for friends? Tatiana, I'm sure you have many friends. So what is the most important for you in friendship?
Yes, actually, I think it's very important to have friends that could maybe share your opinions, your views. It's very important because sometimes if people start arguing or rowing even, it's very difficult to deal with and continue to continue friendship. Yes, and I think friends should be supportive. And maybe they should help you build your personality, more personality. I think your friends should help you develop, and you should take a lot of things from them. You should learn a lot of things from them. It's also important. They should be maybe very very rich in personality. I mean,
Okay.
something like that. Yes, reliable, of course. Yes, reliable. I think it's also a very important trait to have reliable friends whom you can trust. So they should be reliable, trustworthy, supportive. Yeah, I think
Yeah,
these are main traits.
Okay. Yes, Tatiana, thank you. Thank you for your opinion. Maybe we'll continue with the second friend, Jude. Yes, so Stanislav, can you please read about Jude and express your opinion about this friend?
Jude works at a bank called Bright Lights and holds a position as head of futures. She is a long-term relationship, but it's not entirely happy and secure despite her high-powered position.
Okay, so maybe you remember anything about Jude, or It was in the very beginning of the movie when she was crying and calling Bridget on the phone and talking about her relationship. Well,
No, I don't remember exactly this friends of Bridget.
okay,
But-
so what is good about her? And so
What-
any is
Sorry?
so why is she a good friend for Bridget? If she is.
I think she is a good friend because she had sometimes maybe she has another opinion of the British Bridget's emotion and situation, and she helped her to find some maybe some they do the right things, do sorry.
Which word? So
do the right things
Mhm.
as she think.
Okay, yes, probably. Yes, I remember this character. And we have one more, Sharon.
Sharon.
Yes, so Tatiana, maybe let's read about Sharon a bit.
Okay, so Sharon goes by Shazar and exudes a feminist personality. She can be harshly critical, but is well-meaning and a good source of both support and inspiration for Bridget.
Okay, so can you agree with that? Is she an interesting thought?
Yeah, I think, yeah. I absolutely agree. Yes, in spite of the fact that she is harshly critical, I think sometimes it's very useful for such characters as Bridget to listen to some critical opinions. Yes, because she is actually insecure, and she is not a decisive person. She is not very sure about her future and whether she is right or wrong. So such personality, she has such determined, maybe in a way selfish and straightforward people are very useful for such characters as Bridget.
Okay, do you have such friends as Sharon, or just people around you, some acquaintance?
Not in that state, you know, maybe more delicate and a bit softer. But actually, yes, I know such straightforward people who always tell the truth, and they will tell you who you are exactly, and will give the assessment of everything you do. Yes, yeah.
Very
It's
straight.
not easy with them, I should say, because, for instance, I'm not always prepared to listen to the truth. But it's a bitter pill, yeah.
Yes, okay, yes, I get.
Sometimes, yeah.
Okay, yeah, we talked about friends just a little bit, and then we'll continue with, maybe we'll discuss a little bit this quotation from the book. Being a woman is a terribly difficult task since it consists principally in dealing with men. So, can you agree or disagree about this topic? What do you think?
I think it depends on the person, because sometimes women could have very difficult problems with their workers, but they could together share this problem and to decide to different methods of this resolving.
Yes, okay. We already discussed the question about female or male boss. Yes, so close to that. So what is more difficult to work with, women or men? So Tatiana, what about you? What do you think?
I partially agree with this quotation because I think being a woman is a terribly difficult task, not because you should deal with men, but because you are responsible for everything, especially in Russia. You have so many responsibilities. Yes, and actually you should deal with so many problems and you should resolve a lot of tasks. So this makes being a woman very difficult.
Yes, of course. Yes, I can agree with that. So
Because men are okay, there is nothing difficult to deal with them. But you have actually, you should deal with multitasks. So this is the main problem, I think.
yes, of course. So women in our country sometimes have too much pressure. Yes, so
Yes,
many
yeah.
responsibilities.
You should take care of the family, of kids, of your career, and you should be supportive, friendly, and actually social pressure is very high, I think, on Russia, on a woman, especially in Russia.
Yes, of course. And you always have to look good and so on. So
Yes, absolutely, especially, yes, yeah. Because, for instance, in the United States, maybe you may not take care of your personality and your looks, but in Russia it's very important because competition among women is very high.
yes, of course. Yes. So that's very, very interesting topic to discuss. Yes, about being a woman in Russia or
Yeah.
America. Yeah, so okay, maybe we'll continue because we have some more questions to discuss. Maybe before that, I'm sure you know these helpful phrases for discussion, but let's just have a short look. Yes, a quick look at this. So how you express your personal opinion. Yes, like in my opinion, in my view, you know, all these phrases, contrasting, adding information like besides, also, moreover, drawing conclusions to summary in short and brief and nutshell, and expressing cause. Yes, because of, as due, and so on. Okay, if you have time, we can discuss some more questions about keeping a diary and so on. Okay, so well, Stanislav, maybe the first question is for you. Do you keep a diary, or have you ever kept a diary, maybe when you were a child? If not, what kinds of things would you write in a diary if you kept one?
I kept a diary when I was a student. It was many years ago, and when my girlfriend went to another country, and I kept a diary. I have kept a diary to write letters to her and send it to her to the place where she was, and she had read it and answer me. And it was like some letters, several letters in one. Sorry, тетрадь.
Notebook. It's just
Notebook.
a notebook.
Yes.
Maria, we have new person in our lessons.
Okay. Sorry, I didn't see. Okay, because I just don't see the name of the person. So if you want, you can switch on your camera. Да, дорогие студенты, если есть желание поучаствовать, да, можно включить камеру, написать свое имя, представиться и подключайтесь к нам к вопросам. Да, сразу не увидела просто еще одного студента. Да, хорошо, окей. Татьяна, would you like to take the same question? Do you keep a diary?
Yes, sure. Yes, I used to keep a diary when I was a child, but not anymore. I think it was a kind of a fashion. to keep a diary when I was a schoolgirl. Yes, and I wrote everything what was happening during the day, and I think it was very funny. I would like to read what I used to write when I was a child. I think it would be great and amusing and touching, maybe a bit. Yes. Yeah, but not anymore. To start with, I was very busy because when I was a student, I didn't have any free time, and then especially I didn't have free time when I started working. And I had a family, so no diaries anymore.
Okay, yes, but it would be interesting to read what you
Yes.
a child, yes?
Yes, I think it would be great. Yes, but unfortunately, no diaries were kept.
Yeah, sometimes it helps you just to collect your thoughts, and sometimes I do this. I keep a diary, I write something in the morning.
Does it help you in some way?
Well, sometimes, yes, just to express myself, to understand myself better. Maybe, yes, sometimes I do this.
It does. Yeah, okay.
Yes, do you remember how Bridget did it? Yes, it was rather funny, and we'll
Yes.
have like some short episodes from her diary in our course. Yes, so she's very open. She's very easygoing about it. Yes, about her keeping a diary. Yes, and as far as you remember, she was making some resolutions for the new year, for Christmas. Yes, so maybe we'll discuss question number 2. How do you usually celebrate New Year, if you celebrate it, and Christmas? Yes. And do you make resolutions? If you do, what are some of your previous ones? Okay, so who would like to answer this question? Maybe who would like to start? Stanislav, maybe you.
Yes, usually we celebrate New Year with our friends or relatives, like Bridget and her friends. Sometimes it's traveling to another place, to the countryside, to the near towns, and maybe we spend time together, walking around, going to the forest, to the street, and throwing snowballs, something like winter entertainment.
Okay, yes, some winter activities together with
Yes, with activities, yes, skiing, skating.
Okay, cool. So how about making resolutions if you do something like that?
We'll try to have a resolution or some to collect some events of the past year and do some result to have another step to the future.
Okay, thank you for sharing. So, Tatiana, what about you? How do you celebrate?
Yes, we usually celebrate New Year. We used to celebrate it somewhere far away. We usually went somewhere, usually abroad, to celebrate New Year, but not anymore because of all these difficulties I enumerated at the beginning of the lesson. But nowadays we stay at home or we visit our friends or relatives. It is usually more or less the same. When we are away somewhere, we usually have a New Year party. We just visit some place or maybe we go out to celebrate the new year with other people and maybe dance, sing, make fireworks or something like that. Then after the New Year party, we usually go for a walk or just have a kind of a show where we participate actively. But for instance, this year, as we didn't go anywhere, we had a kind of family gathering and we celebrated it all together with my family. As far as resolutions are concerned, no, I try not to make any resolutions because maybe 99% of them are never kept. Yes. So yes, actually, it's just a waste of time to make them. So I try just to lead a life I want to, and try to do my best, maybe to keep fit, to lead a healthy life.
Yes, of course, and we live in a very difficult time, unfortunately. So sometimes it's one resolution to survive or something like that. So yes, so I understand this completely. Okay, and how about Christmas, by the way? Do you sometimes celebrate Christmas or it's not an option?
No, we usually don't celebrate Christmas. Sometimes we just organize a ladies' night with my friends. With my yes, we go out and we just celebrate it. Yes, with my actually most of my friends are my former colleagues, so we've got a lot of joint memories and things to discuss, and maybe to mention some of our friends. And to track their lives, sometimes to discuss what happened to them and how they were going. So yes, something like that. Yes, gossiping actually. Yeah, but no, not special celebration like, for instance, celebration of the New Year. No.
Okay. Yes, I see. So just the New Year and sometimes just meeting with friends for Christmas. Yeah, so
Yeah,
actually,
absolutely.
thank you, Tatiana. And Stanislav, what about you? Do you celebrate Christmas or not?
We celebrate Christmas with our family or relatives, but our friends, as usual, people in Russia don't have this. And but we kept after my wife was in United States, and she liked this tradition and tried to do the same in our family. It's before the Christmas, so we check the days, and they have any weeks before the Christmas, and do some small presents to the children, to the relatives, and then when the Christmas start, they usually sit at the table with some delicacies, with champagne, and celebrate this event. But it's not a New Year. It's especially in Christmas.
So it's Christmas before New Year.
Before New Year. Yeah. Yes.
Yes. Okay. Yes. Thank you. Thank you for sharing.
Catholic Christmas.
Yes, exactly. So, and we have some more questions to discuss there. I think it will be the last for discussion here. So, what is the average age for marriage in your country? And is there any pressure on people to get married after they reach a certain age, for example, like 20, 25? And where does this pressure come from? Yes, so maybe we'll talk a little bit about this. So if you have some opinion, please. So, Tatiana, maybe
Yes, I think the average age nowadays is about maybe over 30, 30, yes, 30, 35, something like that. But previously, for instance, when I got married, it was about 18, 20. Yes, all my former schoolmates got married about 20 something. 21, 22. And I was the last to get married in our company, so I was 25. And they actually kept asking me, when are you going to get married? Why aren't you married? You know, it was awful. Yes, it was actually, it is a kind of a social pressure. Because by 25, all my friends had got children already. Yes. Yes, and I wasn't married, and I looked weird, I think. I didn't want to get married, frankly speaking, because I wanted to build my career and I wanted to do some other things. Besides, I think it was stupid to get married when you hadn't met the special person in your life. Because I just saw that some of my former classmates got married because there was social pressure in the society. They just married the first person they met, which I think was absolutely wrong because it led to absolutely unhappy marriages, broken marriages, just failed marriages, and where everybody wasn't happy.
Yeah.
So yes, this pressure comes from society, from the social part of it. Yes.
I can agree with that completely about the social pressure. And you know, when I was 25, I remember I was working in an office at that time, and I also felt this pressure a lot. Everybody was asking me about when will you get married and so on.
Yes, absolutely. Yeah. Awful. Yeah.
That's, I don't know. Now I'm 36 and I just don't feel this pressure anymore. I don't know why. Maybe because of my new environment, maybe because of my new boundaries, but I feel comfortable with that. And I think that the real reason why you should get married when you meet someone special and you want to marry this person.
When you are prepared to get married, yes. But I don't think there is pressure anymore. Because people get married over 30, even 35, and I've got a lot of former colleagues and friends who got married over 40, about 45 or 47, and had children. One of my colleagues had children at 49.
Wow.
Yes, can you imagine this? Yeah. So more and more women have children just about 50. Yes, and I know examples.
Yeah, that's very inspiring for me. Is it their first child? Or
Yes,
not?
first child, absolutely. One of my colleagues, she got married at 47, had her first child at 49, and the second child at 51. And she kept saying that if she wanted the third child, she would retire and have the third child at the same time.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
You know this famous actress Hilary Swank? She just had babies at the age of 48, something like
Yeah, absolutely. Yes. Nowadays it is possible. Yeah. Of course, it's there is a bit of a risk, but because you can't deceive the nature. Yes, and maybe you should think twice just to do this. But nowadays it's possible.
Okay, Tatiana, thank you. Very inspiring. So, Stanislav, do you have opinion on this?
I think now it's a pressure from the relatives, especially if they older than you. from the grandmas, grandpas. We try to not to pressure for our children, because my oldest son is 30, and he hasn't got married now, but he has a girlfriend. They have a very good
Relationship.
yeah, and they know each other very well, and they know all the relatives, mothers, fathers, and they can live in our home, in other place, and it's very good, very comfortable for them, but they are not got married yet.
Okay, yeah,
And we'll try not pressure for them to do this.
Yeah.
Yes, of course. Yes, thank you. Thank you for your opinion. Okay, so I think that was the last question in this small presentation. 1 second. Да, дорогие студенты, дорогие коллеги, я сейчас перейду на русский, просто немного расскажу еще про сам курс, да. Посмотрите, пожалуйста, у нас в чате есть 2 ссылки. Вот первая на наш телеграм-канал, можно подписаться там, если еще не подписаны, там будет много полезностей, да, про английский язык. Периодически будем писать про ближайшие курсы по книгам и по фильмам, какие-то спецпредложения туда тоже будем давать. И вот по второй ссылке здесь у нас как раз ссылка на оплату и сайт по новому курсу, который начнется завтра. Да, можно будет тоже самостоятельно посмотреть. Если у вас будет желание, да, вступить, оплатить, можно там сделать это прямо на сайте. И если будут какие-то сложности с оплатой, тоже, пожалуйста, обратитесь ко мне, я помогу. Да, вот Станислав, вчера что-то не получилось с оплатой. Когда закончим встречу, да, я помогу это сделать, если...
Да, спасибо.
Да. Вот, и немножко еще несколько слов про сам курс, да, вот то, что мы сегодня провели, у нас получилось чуть меньше часа, обычно такие встречи на 1-1,5, и таких в курсе у нас 4, да, проводит их преподаватель, со мной еще работают 3 преподавателя, очень опытных методиста, вот, и я тоже, да, если выберете слот какой-то выходной день, то также вот я проведу такую встречу. Обычно у нас группы маленькие для таких встреч, вот как у нас сегодня было, 2-3 человека максимум, да, то есть обычно в группе, в канале у нас 10 человек, и на встречу приходит там 2-3, то есть иногда даже 1. Вот, слоты даем в разное время, там утром, вечером, и в выходные обязательно будут слоты. Вот, но это еще не все. У нас есть главный телеграм-канал, который будет раз в 3 дня выкладываться информация по курсу, там будут короткие видео, там будут кусочки из дневника Бриджит Джонс, короткие задания, и у нас будет 2 чата, 1 для начинающих, 1 для продолжающих, где мы практикуем язык каждый день с преподавателем. Да, ну и плюс в конце недели вот такая вот встреча, да, их всего 4, как я уже рассказала. Да, ну вот по опыту предыдущих потоков у нас это уже будет 4-й поток, да, вот предыдущий был по Mask, очень активно у нас проходит работа, очень интересно, да, очень много практики, все материалы у вас сохраняются, да, и будет еще 1 месяц для чат-поддержки, то есть можно будет сдать домашнее задание. Вот, кстати, еще домашнее задание будет высылаться в личное сообщение преподавателя, вы ему обратно будете писать. Да, еще будет месяц чат-поддержки, то есть, по сути, курс у нас идет 2 месяца. Вот, если есть какие-то вопросы, пожелания, можно их сейчас озвучить или написать потом мне куда-то в сообщение.
А
Да.
по книге, простите, по книге мы ничего читать не будем, мы пока только фильм смотрим.
Да,
Если-
смотри. У нас все будет в телеграм-канале, мы там уже кусочки из книги вставляем в сам курс, да, то есть всю книгу читать не обязательно, но если очень хочется, желательно. Я, кстати, вот недавно прочитала, вот она у меня есть, я заказала на вам, если интересно, дам ссылку. Вот, она на английском, классно, да, читать. Вот, и кусочки из фильмов тоже будут, то есть специально можно не читать, не смотреть, все будет в канале, вот мы прям чуть-чуть материал выложим, тут же его обсудим, еще чуть-чуть выложим, тут же обсудим, то есть мы по чуть-чуть, да, даем информацию, чтобы не было так сразу много, да, и человек сразу так в шоке, да, что как много мне делать. Мы по чуть-чуть вот дозируем.
Мгм.
Да. Вот, что-то еще я хотела сказать. Да, я вот очень рада, что практически каждому курсу у нас прибавляются еще и преподаватели языка. Вот на прошлом курсе у нас была Мария, преподаватель, правда, немецкого языка, но я знаю, что очень интересуется вот преподаватель английского. И я считаю, что это очень хорошая практика и для преподавателей тоже, потому что я сама с этим столкнулась. Да, я поняла, что я общаюсь очень много со студентами. У студентов, конечно, уровень языка ниже, чем мой. И мне нужно где-то добирать, да, этот язык. И, в принципе, я для себя нашла вот такой ответ, что это книги и фильмы. Да, и в какой-то момент я поняла, почему я думаю, делаю это одна. Я это сделаю как бы курсом и для всех желающих. И также у меня есть еще идея сделать курс отдельно для преподавателей. Да, вот если, Татьяна, вам будет интересно, могу вам потом как-то в личное сообщение продублировать.
Да-да-да, присылайте, мне интересно это очень, спасибо.
Да, ну пока это вот еще на стадии разработки. Да, вот как будет, я думаю, что в ближайшие полгода я
Я с
сделаю.
удовольствием, да, вот это мне очень интересно, да.
Да, потому что там очень много вопросов, я знаю, преподавателей, в том числе и для повышения уровня, и потому, как искать себе студентов, да, как раз, может быть, для тех, кто, вот как вы сказали, сейчас на пенсии, да, может быть, да, как находить студентов, работать на себя и так далее.
Ну, с
Да,
этим проблем нет, вы знаете.
ну, да, у кого
Никаких, даже наоборот.
вот собираю вопросы, у кого какие есть у преподавателей. Мне интересно, кто с чем сталкивается. Думаю, всех собрать в один курс и сделать там в каком-то формате мастер-класса. Но это пока в разработке. Из того, что есть сейчас, вы можете
Ну, в
посмотреть.
смысле, на какую тему? Фильмы и книги?
Ну,
Вот на эту тему вы
да, это
хотите?
уже есть сейчас. Да, это уже приходите, уже все готово. А для преподавателей именно вот по методике, ну, здесь скорее больше для начинающих преподавателей. Не знаю, насколько вам будет актуально, но можете тоже потом, когда будет программа курса, я вам покажу.
Да, ну, да посмотреть, да. Вообще-то у меня селфи есть.
Ну, отлично, отлично, супер.
Да.
Так, ну хорошо, дорогие коллеги, может быть, какие-то есть вопросы, что-то хочется спросить или сказать, или просто
Нет,
пообщаться. Сейчас
мне
ваш-
пока все понятно, спасибо. Очень интересно, на самом деле.
Да, спасибо вам, что пришли, да. Станислав, как у вас?
Да.
Есть какие-то, может быть, вопросы?
Нет, вроде пока все понятно, да, не терпится начать.
Да, ну здорово, да. Мы, собственно, начнем уже завтра днем. Да,
Мгм.
поэтому как решитесь, присоединяйтесь. Если будут дополнительные вопросы, пожалуйста, пишите, мы с радостью ответим. И подписывайтесь на наш канал, там будут все новости вот про ближайшие какие-то следующие курсы, если будет интересно.
Да,
Да,
спасибо.
спасибо вам огромное, была рада пообщаться,
Спасибо.
познакомиться. До новых
Взаимно.
встреч.
Очень полезно, главное.
Спасибо.
Спасибо вам большое, Мария. До свидания.
Да, до свидания. Всем пока.